So today I'm going to train your shoulders and traps. Oh. Give a better idea of what I do and how I do. So when I do shoulders, I normally start with one overhead pushing exercise, and the rest are laterals, like side laterals, front laterals, rear laterals, because it's a pushing moment. So I'm just gonna warm up light. I normally do about 12, sometimes 8, sometimes 6, sometimes 15. I lost count. So how many, like, what's the ideal? The truth is, it's just listen to your body, because many people's like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. But the truth is, it's just what works for you, and figuring out that sweet spot, because everybody's different. You can think it, but everybody's genetics different. That plays a big part of it. All right, the seat was up just a bit much for me. Lower. What about the seat? It's just a preference. What makes you feel good? So I'm a T12 incomplete paraplegic, so I can use my legs some. I can lift it up, sit it down, but I wear braces. I can't feel nothing from below the knees. So if you see that, you're like, oh, he's faking. All right, so there's a front and a side. This works differently than this. Right now I'm doing this version. Again, about the same weight. About 12, 15. Oh, it's 12. So eventually I don't know. How many warm-up sets? Normally it's 2 to 3. Just whatever you feel. 2's good. So now I'm going to start my first workout set. All right, my first warm-up set, I don't know, it's 50. So sometimes I go down about that much and stack. Most people write down the stuff on the paper. That works for you, good for you. But the truth is, it's about a feel. Oh. So, first working set, how much did you go? The golden rule is between 8 to 12, sometimes 6. Just whatever you feel. But the first exercise normally do heavy. So I'm feeling about 8, even though it's still not that heavy, but it's the first working set. 2, 3. That's 8. That's good. Ooh. All right, for set 2, just flick away. Oh. So, what about the rep range? The truth is, lockout is like tricep. If you don't go the full range, people online is like, you're cheating. But the truth is, it doesn't matter, because you got to train like a blind person. What about how fast should you go? Should you do pauses? And the truth is, it doesn't really matter as long as you put in the work. Because if you look at some of the athletes in the 80s, the 90s, they move the weight super fast. They fling it up. But then now with science, they had to go slow it down. So athletes back then and now, they both have different looks and got results. And the truth is, it doesn't really matter. What matters is what works for you. So if you feel like going heavy, fast, sloppy, that's your thing. But if you feel like slow and control is the way to go, it's a belief system. But you fully got to believe it in you. All right, third set. 4 more notches. Yeah, it's on like 200. It doesn't matter. All right, third set. How many sets? Sometimes I do 3, sometimes I do 4, sometimes I do 5. But you may have heard maybe some people say do 1 set, go to failure, 2 sets, 3 sets. Again, what works for you? Stop listening to everybody on the internet. You can use it as a guideline. Like if you try 3 sets and you don't know, the gun rules, just do 3 sets of whatever. Bigger muscles need to be worked more than smaller muscles. And that's really the concept. I'm not gonna go as full range of motion as I was. Ooh. Whoa. That's good enough. I think I did 6. I'm gonna keep the weight the same. So I want to do that set again, which would be set number 4. Count the sets. With shoulders, I also include traps. I always have, because most people do like chest on Mondays, but I got in the habit of doing back on Mondays because so many people use chest machines. So mine is back on Mondays, chest on Tuesdays, take off Wednesdays to recover, and then shoulders, which is a pull movement, a push movement, rest, then pull. Because I only do 1 pushing with the shoulders because I've done more pushing moments with chest. And when you push, you include the triceps. So I'm trying to avoid pushing too much with the triceps because in a couple of days, I'm going to do triceps. So you got to learn how to not overtrain the muscle, because rest is really the key in growth and recovery. Not just rest, but that's part. It's recovering the muscle, and rest is part of recovery. All right, here we go. Let me focus. Oh, actually, focus on this. All right. Ooh. Okay. And you can keep a workout the same. Like for shoulders, you can just do this machine, because the next exercise, this is a push. The next exercise I'm going to do a lateral, which is the machine right next to it. So you can be efficient with your workouts. And a day's efficiency means if you feel lazy or don't want to do that much, moving around, grabbing dumbbells, setting up machines. Just use machines. It is what it is. But at least you get the work done. And again, you got to train like a blind person, because it's not so much the exercise, which people think it is, but that concept goes out. So I know I'm in a wheelchair, but think of squats. Everybody says build your quads is squat, squat, squats. But then when Dorian Yates, back when he competed, he had a quad injury, or he had issues with his knees also, that he couldn't do squats, so he focused on leg press, and he still won Mr. Olympia. So it's a concept of the mind what you believe is what's going to actually be your own reality. If you don't believe that you can build it, then it's not going to come. But it's a time, it's a muscle-mind connection with also the belief. All right, next is side lateral. So I'm going to put the seat all the way up because I want a nice stretch. Right now it's about half the stack. It's 70 pounds. So if you're in a wheelchair, you want to figure out how to do this, just get close, try to figure it out if you can. Find a way. Do whatever you can to get on the machine. All right, just lean in here. So as I was doing that, like, how many reps? So as I was doing this, I felt like doing 12. That's the vibe I got. So just listen to that. There's times I feel like doing 8 and times I feel like doing 6. And I do that. It's really just listening to your body and not what people tell you. But listen to the guidance, professionals, if they're credible, and then see if it works for you. All right. So number 2, I'm just going full stack. Let's see how this feels. As I was doing that, I almost want to stop at 8, but I kept going because that's what I felt like doing. So when you see different athletes online or in person, everybody, I mean, depending on how they look and where they're at in the fitness world or sports world, as they progress, they had to figure out what worked for them. So just keep trying stuff. So for the rest times, how long should you rest? Some people go on timer. The truth is I'm between 1 to 2 minutes, but it's a fill. Again, you're gonna hear me repeat this over and over. It's a fill. You gotta fill when you're ready to go. Because if you go too soon and you're exhausted, you're not gonna be able to push. But then if you rest too long, you're able to push harder. But then you always hear this debate online, and the truth is, who cares? I beat everybody in the world, so whippity do. You see how kind of what people say is swaying, cheating. It just all depends, because that's times I'll swing to just get stuff up, but then you recoup other muscles. But it just, so when you feel it, you can still feel it go down. So it's not just it's both ways the muscle move, okay? Keep it in elementary terms. So when the weight goes up and the weight goes down, when the weight goes up fast and it's up there, you still got to control it down. So when you're holding it or trying to resist it down, it's still recruiting those muscle fibers to work the muscle. And that's set number 3. That's all I want to do on here. So as I was doing, that's what I decided. So with the shoulder, you got 3 heads to your deltoid: the front, the middle, and the back. or the anterior, lateral, and posterior part of your deltoid. Anatomy terms. All right, with this, you got about half the weight. And the key here is not to just keep the elbows down, but keep it parallel to the ground. The camera needs to go up a little bit. It's kind of like an angle you won't be able to see, but it's flat, so it's parallel. When you start dropping your elbow, it rotates. So it's really like this is a pec deck, but it's a reverse. So you really want to drive the elbows backwards. About 12. And the key here is not so much the hands, but it's the elbow going behind you. Like somebody's looking at you, they hit them in the face. But this is the back of the shoulder. So to recap, is a heavy motion, and then the sides and the posterior. So then we've got a front and traps. So when training shoulders, the best way to think about a shoulder workout is do one pressing over your head, and then some sort of side, some sort of front, some sort of reverse. That's all you need. In traps, some people put traps during their back day, but the back is a very big muscle, and with that I do 16 to 20 working sets. For shoulders, it's normally 12. So if you think about it, 3 sets over, 3 sets side, 3 sets front, 3 rear, that's 12. So back is 16 to 20, chest is 14 to 16, arms is anywhere from 9 to, at times, 18. 9 to 18 per bicep, 9 that for tricep. Because the arms are not, the bicep is a small muscle, same thing with tricep. All right, next set. That was pretty good weight. The back of your shoulder, the rear part of your delt is not very big. You don't have to do a lot of weight on that. You can if you want, but you got a tendency to hurt yourself or pull that muscle. Unless that's what you want to train for, then do it. All right, the last set, third set, let's see. The weight was on 100. I just put it like half weight. That's how technical I am. And I know it doesn't seem much with like the weights just kind of throwing them like that, but like my shoulders are burning like real crazy right now. I know it may not seem with the workout and everything, but it is. So we'll go down 4 more notches. So this is how the best in the world train. Oh. Do 8 that time. So, and also, if you really want to really push yourself to the next level, that's where competitions come to play. I'm not allowed to compete anymore in the world because I'm the boss. So that mindset is not there to really want to push my physique to the next level, because that's a whole different level. But then there's a level beyond that, and it's understanding your purpose, why you do what you do. And most of the pros never will reach to beat everybody in the world because they haven't really defined why they're doing it. If it's just for themselves to win a trophy, win the Olympia, it's not good enough. The reason why I beat everybody is because of my mom. You know, she had cancer, so the trophies give her a reason to survive. So I would do whatever it took to get the job done, to beat everybody. It wasn't about winning, it was about getting the trophies to give my mom hope. And that's the difference between my mindset versus others, because they fear losing or it's not good enough. I just didn't care because I did what it took for my mom. That's the difference. And that's what it takes to go from being amazing to phenomenal to like an elite level that nobody really can touch except the elite few that can get there. Which I've already reached because I beat everybody. All right, the next one for sure, so it's front raises. I'm gonna do them one at a time. Go 4 notches, which is 17.6 pounds. Lock this right here. I don't know if it's dragging. Let me go 3 notches. Get a vibe of this. Push my wheelchair right up here and go straight up. Come on. 12. So you can do them both at the same time, but one works just as fine. And a lot of people wonder, like, okay, do all this training, it's just to look the part to the degree. And then a lot of athletes ask me, like, Nick, would you ever consider coming back to compete? The truth is, no, because I'm like a father figure, a brother figure, a leader figure, to some sort of figure, whatever it is, to the athletes, to take the sport to the next level. And not all the athletes understand what I'm doing, and that's okay. Because at times I explain that, and it's a big debate within the athletes, the wheelchair athletes. But it's not the same because, I don't know, when I put on the Classic USA for 10 plus years, and then the Olympia, like 8, going on 9 years or 10 years, whatever it is. It's just different when you see all behind the scenes as well as all the other shows around the world. So the long answer short, no. All right. So that weight was fine. Let me see. No, that was 17.6 pounds. So let me figure this spot out again. Oh, same weight, 12 reps. Third one, I may go up a bit more. 8. 10. Ooh. About 10. Lost count. I meant to do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm thinking too much, so let me do 2 more. 2, 1, 2. A superset. Because I was thinking of stuff, and then as I'm thinking of stuff, I lose track of my counting. Even I started losing track of my left side. It is what it is. All right. Round number 3, I'm just gonna go 1 notch heavier. Now it's 22 pounds. This is much different than a dumbbell. Because I know a 22-pound dumbbell, it's still heavy for There's a lot, but but I've done a lot more. All right, so here we go. Same thing. See how many reps I do. Oh, I focus on the counting this time. Do 8. All right. So that's the last set of this. I need some sort of motivation. I'd be lucky to take a multivitamin a day. I still eat clean, chicken, rice, all that stuff. But like, I'm like horrible with everything else. It's just I got too many projects and things, and fitness has not been my priority for myself. The sport, yeah, around the world, I've done a lot of stuff. Structured it globally, you know, Africa, India, Brazil. Been in Canada for a long time, but you got to have some sort of reason to push yourself to the next level. Just saying you get a 6-pack for the summer is not good enough. That's your goal. But it is what it is. Just find your why. All right, the next exercise I'm going to do shrugs. Same thing. Kind of move the camera back so you can see how this is done. It's very simple. One arm shrug, cable shrug. What's the exercise called? One arm, cable shrug. Because you're doing it one arm, doing a cable and shrug. Not complicated. Start out with about half the stack. Do you care about weight? 48.4 pounds. But this is much different than dumbbells. I'll just reach out. It's kind of wiggly. Or try to just get situated. Go up, down. Ooh. 4, 8, 11, 12. It's not a big movement. You're just going like this, like you're like, huh? That's it. That's the neck portion. I just lean back just enough to get the weight off the stack. If it doesn't get off the stack, that's where it's resistance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the key is to squeeze, like feel it in your neck. Don't just kind of like everything. You got to squeeze, and you feel it. That's going to be the key. That's the difference between everybody. You got to feel the muscle. Set number 2. We'll go down 3 more notches, which I'm 5 notches from the full stack. Like that mattered. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll go some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 more, so 17 total. Why? I don't know. That's what my mind was telling me at the time. It doesn't have to make sense to you. It made sense to me. That's how this goes. Last set. Two notches from the bottom. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do full stack. All right. After this set, I'll give you some inside scoop. Will take your body to the next level. Ooh. Things push my wheelchair forward. Hold on a second. Here we go. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Woo! Wheelchair starts shifting forward. As for where to place your wheelchair, doesn't matter. Just get the job done. Figure this stuff out. How to get on things, just figure it out. Nobody cares. Just do it. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, 12. Okay. So that ends the traps. Okay, 3 sets. Good enough for now. So to recap, the 3, 4 overhead, sides, rear, and then front. Okay, all the shoulder, then the traps. Now the key between things is hit poses. There's 8 mandatory poses for wheelchair bodybuilding. So just kind of hit some poses. Boom, most muscular. Boom. Really squeeze it in between. That way you don't have to like look at the mirror all the time. You gotta get so natural in all the details. Tucking the thumb, learning to go out. Get to the point where so natural we don't have to think about it. Slow, slow, slow. So as you do chest, triceps, biceps, you're able to hit the pose. I still do it to this day. That's the inside tip. All right, the ultimate tip for today is the water bottle. Okay, so I see a lot of this online. You see the pre-workout, people at the gym, they'll reach their hand in the little container, grab the scoop, and then put it in their mouth. And then they take the scoop and throw it back in the container. Now, that's nasty. Let me tell you why. Imagine you go get milk, all right, when you're a kid, grab the milk, you grab a gallon of milk and you drink it from the carton and you put it back in the fridge. Your bacteria goes in the milk. So imagine you left that milk in the fridge for 30 days. All the bacteria, and you kept doing it every single day, bacteria, 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 right? That thing would be nasty after 30 days. So what do you think happens when you grab that little scoop? As soon as you grab it with your bare hands, no matter how much you wash your hands, imagine you do that, grab it, and then if you put it in your mouth, if you hold your breath, most people don't, or if they touch your mouth with it, all the germs will be then on the lip or whatever on the scoop. So that scoop is nasty. So you throw it back in there and all the powder, so that whole container is contaminated. So what I do is, you take a water bottle or container, whatever, and put it on a scale, take a funnel, and then on the serving size is like 6 grams, 8 grams. Then you take a spoon, clean spoon, and you get it and you dump it in the container. So you got the correct amount, plus the whole container is still clean and sterile. If not, it's just nasty. So whenever people see me under my chair, you'll see like bottles, they're like rainbow color because I have different things. And just, this is just a simple energy drink. Not even a pre-workout, it's just flavored water with some energy. And today, my cat has a follow-up with the doctor. They had her teeth cleaned, and also there was like, it was inflamed, so she had to get 4 of her toothies removed. Poor baby. So it's been 2 weeks, so the doctor's gonna see if how the sutures, because it just dissolves. So this is a 2-week follow-up. Because most people don't take their pets to the vet, and I understand it, but a big part of it is to check their teeth to see if the gums have issues. If it's a dark red on the gums, it's irritated, and that's when their teeth, animals' teeth, need to be cleaned. And sometimes it can lead to gingivitis and other issues that can lead to really bad issues, and then your animal will pass. So I'm big on my babies because I got 2 little kitty cats. I don't